And we are back, Rotterdam and Arnold from the New ABC for a new episode of the New Worker TV. And today we will just share thoughts and questions on what is necessary to being a consumer, to being a citizen. Well, we all are part of different societies, and of course we can buy, learn, work from any places through internet. But it's a rather behavior that is focused on just consuming, not so much on contributing sometimes, just being a citizen. What are your thoughts on that fact, Arnold?
Yeah, obviously we're all consumers, yeah, and you and I are also consumers because we need to eat, we need to buy our clothes and everything. So there's nothing wrong in being a consumer, but if you are in everything you do a consumer, I think that needs to change, because then you're always waiting for someone else to tell you what to do. Then you're always waiting for someone else offering you something. You always say someone else, you should be doing this, or you should buy this, or you should be doing this. That puts you really in a reactive mindset. That really puts you into not taking any initiative. That's really like, well, if not something is offered to me, there is nothing, or I can do nothing. Yeah. So without us noticing, because I think it's unconscious behavior, is that we have become consumers not only in the products and services which we use, but also in our families, in our communities, in our countries, in our global society, in cyberspace. We have become citizens, we have become consumers in everything, because we tend to wait for someone else offering us something, and if they offer something, we will do it or not, and if they offer nothing, we will just sit and wait. But that is not the way it should be done. If you really talk about, and all over the world, and I'm in a country where they say people are the most complaining people in the world. That's been showed in Hungary. That's been showed in much research. But complaining for me is a consumer behavior, because you complain about other people or other organizations or your government, but what are you doing yourself? What are you creating yourself? How are you contributing? How are you helping your community, your neighborhood, your country? If you don't like your government, well, are you really consciously participating in the elections? Or maybe you start your own party, or are you really helping some social change in your environment? So then it becomes more about my own behavior and taking responsibility for that, and no longer waiting for other people. So it is above all what we have been talking a lot in the New ABC about. It's a mindset shift. Yeah, it's a shift from being reactive to taking ownership, taking action, doing things yourself. And that is really needed, because complaining, there's nothing has been changed in the world through complaining. So or being complacent. The only change happens is when you take initiatives, when you start doing things yourself, or helping others, or serving others. Yeah. So that is really what I would encourage our viewers to do.
So be more or better committed, give more, serve more your communities. That will be the main takeaways on what you just shared, I would say. Because in that way you still stay curious, but at the same time people see you as a contributor, someone who is keen to be proactive. That's what I'm hearing and what you just said. And it's easy these days to just start something with a meaningful team or network too, or in a community, because they are out there. There may be some time just waiting you, but you have not expect that, you have not seen that yet. But it's so easy these days to just start experimenting, to start any initiative on a local or global level, because the costs have changed. At the same time, if you have the same values, intent, and well, practices, I would say, or you can just emerge. That's that can be done.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's how we
nice
can start changing.
it's nice that you bring that up, that it doesn't have to be a big thing or a big
No.
shift. It can just be a small thing only in your street or in your area or in your local music club or whatever. But and I think that any human being has some ideas. Any human being
Yeah.
has some contribution to make. Anyone is valid in our society, not just a few people, whatever. Anyone can contribute. Yeah?
No. Absolutely.
Anyone has. Even you think your own ideas are stupid, most of the time they're not. So that is what I like about you. What you said is that you can take tiny steps, and you can do that yourself. So that is really empowering about these days. Well, look at us.
Yeah.
Even we have this new Worker TV, which is just two guys in a video, which we make available globally, and in that way we hope to contribute. And well, it's as easy as baking an egg. Yeah, so anyone can do that.
Yeah, we don't need a whole studio at that moment or a big team for that. It's just you and me through Hangout, right? And YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's funny. That's also an easy way to just contribute, of course.
Yeah.
Because we share insight. We hope that we trigger questions and emotions on the utter truth of work. And hope to do that in 2 days for the next episode. So stay tuned for another one and have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.